Okay, students, let's do 2.6. So in that, as you know, Optima, she makes the quills and she has the business of making them. So far, what we figured out is we started making the quills square shape. So the beginning block was only x squared. So one side was x, the other side was x. And then we started making the quilt where we not only had x, um, we also had the units, the single units, so like 1 and 1 or 1 and 1 here. But the thing was, if this side is x plus 2, then this side was also x plus 2. So basically, we used to get the square quilt, but now we are moving to rectangles. So now the customers, they are ordering the rectangular tiles. So what happens is, on one side, if you add 5 inches and the other side you add 2 inches, then in that case you will write it down like this, and then when you are getting the area or you are making the area model of that quilt, then in that case you will be getting a rectangular tile. So let's work on this. In that, it is asking, can you find a different expression to represent the area? So what it is asking is, if you multiply these together, so let's make the quilt out of it. So on one side you have x and 5, so x, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your x, these are 5 of the units or 5 inches. On the other side you have 2, so you have x and then 2, so 1 and 1. So now you will be getting x square, these will be x, so 5 x's, these will be 2 x's because 1 times x is x. These are all 1's, okay, because 1 times 1. So this is the area model of it. So we will be getting ax equals, now it is asking different expressions. So instead of writing down the sides, we will be calculating the blocks for it. So we will get x square. Then you have 5 here and 2 here, so 7 of them, so 7 x's. And then these all together you have 5 and 5, so 10. And that is what it is asking. So this one is your standard form. And if you write this down using the sides where you say x plus 5 times x plus 2, so then this is your factor form. Okay. Now let's do next one. And in that, she has the original square block. So this is your original square block, x squared. So this is x and this is x. And then she's extending 4 inches only on one side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be x, 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 and x, because 1 times x is x. So you will be getting the area ax will be 1 of the x squares and 4 of the x's. So this is your standard form. If you are writing it down as factor form, then you will do x times x plus 4. Okay, So again, this is your factor form, and this is your standard form. Okay, now let's do next one. In that, she has the original block again, okay, so x squared. So this is x, but she's adding 5 inches on one side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 inches. So these will be x blocks. So this time you have x square 1, and then you have 5 of the x's. If you are writing it down as factor form, then you will say x times and the side, so x plus 5. Okay. Now it is saying if you are extending the square block by 2 inches on one side and 6 on the other, then this is how it will be looking like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the other side you have 1 and 2. Let's clean up the bottom one. So 2 on the bottom side, okay. So then it is x. So 2 inches on one side and 6 inches on the other side. So we get x squared, and then we have 6 of the x's. Then you have 2 of the x's, and then you have 6 of the ones, and then in another row you have 6 of them. So it will be x squared, and then 6 and 2 6 and 2, 8x, and then we have 12 of them. And if we are writing it down as the factor form, then for the same thing we will be writing x plus 6 on one side and x plus 2 on the other side. If we make the box of that, then instead of area model, if you do box for this, then you will be writing down, you have x and then 6 inches, so x plus 6, and x, and then 2 inches, so plus 2. So this will be x squared, and then plus 6x, and then x squared, and then x plus 2, so 2x, and then 2 times 6, so 12. These are you combine together, so it will become x squared, 6 and 2, 8x, and then 12. So either area model or making the box and figuring it out. So either way is fine. So let's do next one. And in that one, the order the customers they are sending are like these, where they are giving them the X blocks or the area blocks. Now we need to put it together. And then we will be solving it algebraically too. So let's make the area model of this and figure out what are the sides. So you have x squared, and then you have 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. So 5 x's. So and then 3x on the other side. So 1, 2, 3. So x, x, x. If you calculate, then these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these all together are anyway 15. So this is your x, this is your 5 ones, and then these are your 3 ones. So 1, 1, 1. Okay. So if you are putting it representing the length of the sides, then we will be writing it down as x plus 5 and x plus 3. So if we are writing down with the blocks counted, then it's this. If we are putting the sides counted, then it's this. Now it is asking that do the same thing algebra way. So algebraically we will be writing, let's write this down, x squared plus 5x plus 3x plus 15. And if you take x common from these two, so then we will be dividing this by x, dividing this by x. So here we are taking x common, so you only have 1x left. Here you only have 5 left because x cancels out the x. Here we can take out 3 common, so you divide it by 3. So because 3 is common, then this 3 cancels out, so x left and 3 will go in 15 5 times. So this is left. Now in these two, x plus 5 is common. So what is left is this x and this plus 3. So we can do the same thing algebra way, which is like that. Okay. Let's do one more. Okay. And in this one, again, if we are making the area model, then we will be again doing x square, and then on one side you have 4 x's, so 1, 2, 3, 4. On this you have 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. Okay, so then we will be getting 4 x's and then 6 x's. And then if you count these, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, which it is 24. So you have 4 ones here, here you have 6 ones here. So this will become ax equals, if you are putting the sides, so it will be x plus 4 and x plus 6. Okay. If we do it algebra way, then we will be doing I'm just rewriting it right now. So here, if you take x common from these two, then you'll be getting x out, and then here you get x left, here you get 4 left, and then here 6 is common in both. So if you divide it by 6, then you'll be left over with x, and then here you only 6 will go in 24 4 times. So now you have this and this common in both, so x plus 4. What is left over here is x, and here plus 6. So you can do the same thing algebra way too. Okay. Let's do next one. So same thing here. If you do it area model way, then we will be having 5 x's on one side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the other side it's just 1. So let's erase the rest. So here we are, we have x squared and then 5 x's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have 1x, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which you do. So this is x and this is 1, this is x and this is 1. So this will become x plus 5 and x plus 1. If we do the same thing algebraically, so we will be saying divide this by x, divide this by x. So if we are taking x common, then it will be left over with x only and 5 only. So then here we can take nothing common. So if there's nothing common, it's 1. So the same thing will be left. So it will be x plus 5 that's common and x plus 1 that's common. Okay. So this is how you do these problems. We will do this lesson in 2 days, so the rest we will do tomorrow.